Okay, hi everybody. We have a special treat for y'all today. I have with me Dina Brumfield, author of newly released novel Unbound, A Tale of Love and Betrayal in Shanghai. Today, Dina will be doing a short reading from her book. Dina, can you please introduce yourself to our audience as well as introduce your book?
Sure. Hi, my name is Dina Brumfield. My novel Unbound was released on August 4th, and I will be reading chapter 2 for you today. This is my book.
Beautiful cover.
Thank you. Chapter 2, Jasmine in Springtime, Teen, Shanghai, 1975. Trucks and buses bustle among the unstoppable waves of bikers, and angry horns filled the air. The street was a sea of blue and gray male uniforms. Against this monochromatic backdrop, the pink bows in my hair and the red jacket mother wore seemed like an unexpected flower blooming in the late winter. People stared at us curiously at the bus stop. As usual, the bus was late. We waited patiently until finally a bus approached. By then, the waiting crowd had grown large enough to fill an empty bus. The mob ran toward the still moving bus, surrounding the door, ready to push their way on board, even before it stopped completely. Father positioned himself at the right angle as he pulled Mother and I onto the bus, shielding us from the violent pushing of the crowd. It seemed like countless minutes until the conductor was able to close the door, pulling a shot on the passengers still halfway on board with nowhere to go, yelling at the passengers who hung on and tried to pry the door open. I felt relieved when I finally heard the hiss of the air pressure, the doors closing, and the bus started rolling seconds later. The scene would replay itself over and over during the 40 minutes it took to the train station. At each stop, Father and Mother would do their best to shelter me from the crowd crushing in around us. My parents held my hands tight, managing to create a small cushion of space around me. It seemed like it took forever to travel the several kilometers to the station. It turned out we arrived way too early, and the war stopped at the entrance to the train platform. An expressionless, uniformed man shouted loudly, "Document." Father handed him the letter from the local authorities. The man took his time studying it. "Who is Jinling Shi?" he asked. "I am Jinling Shi," Mother said, "and this is my husband, and this is my daughter, Ting Li." She managed a smile, her slightly shaking finger pointing to our names on the document. The guard looked at us coldly, one by one. I lowered my head and studied my shoes to avoid his scrutiny. "The train is delayed today, but you can go in and wait at the platform." He waved us in. This was no ordinary platform. It was one of a few windows China had opened to the outside world, Father told me. And it was the only passageway for foreigners who were not dignitaries to visit China. The platform stood empty. A few benches in the middle served as a divider for the incoming and outgoing waiting areas. We seated ourselves and waited. Out on open platform, the early March wind cut my face like a knife. Mother tried to shield me from the wind, but she was distracted, and I could only do it for a few minutes at a time before she forgot, staring off down the tracks. More people began to appear on the platform, but it was never as crowded as elsewhere in Shanghai. Once the loudspeaker announced the arrival of the train from Hong Kong, Mother couldn't keep still. She stood up, paced back and forth, and constantly looked in the direction the train would be coming from. I held her hand tightly. Her nervousness passed to me, and I felt equally uneasy. I was shivering in the wind, my face pink from cold, as my own anxious thoughts ran through my mind. Who is my grandma? I understood she was my mother's mother. Well, she liked me. Why was it she was never mentioned to me before? I heard the loud whistle of an incoming train. The crowd had by now grown and pressed toward the platform anxiously. The rail station police desperately tried to maintain order. Mother grabbed my hand tightly and pushed it forward. After that, everything happened in slow motion. The train approached. Mother looked up through its windows and doors, her eyes searching. At first, nothing happened. Then, all the train compartment door opened at once like magic. Mother moved forward, her uncertain expression changing. She smiled, though her lips trembled so much that the smile seemed sad. She let go of my hand and then rushed toward a woman who had just emerged from the train. They embraced. The tears rolled down both their cheeks. The woman wiped Mother's face dry, and they walked back toward us together. This is my husband and daughter, Mother introduced us. I looked up. The woman was tall and slim. She looked young for a grandmother, unlike the grandmothers I was used to. Her hair was combed into a bob with curls on the side. She wore a stylish light yellow suede jacket that fit her like a second skin. She hugged me, her scent making me think of white jasmine in springtime. She smelled so good. This was my grandma. Her name was Minnie Weingartner, and she was from America, a place far away and full of wealth.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so intrigued now.
And I'm getting so emotional because I don't know if you know, this actually is my own experience, and my mother haven't seen my grandma for 27 years.
Oh my God.
That was their reunion after 27 years separation.
That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for that excellent reading. So you guys, Dina's book is now available for purchase, and you can purchase your copy anywhere books are sold. Dina, do you have anything you want to say to our audience before we sign off?
No, I mean, just check out my book, and hope you will enjoy it.
Awesome. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be including a link to Dina's, to purchase Dina's book in our bio on Instagram for 24 hours, and then I'll include the link on Facebook and on YouTube as well in the footnotes. So make sure you tune in and watch, and make sure you check out her book Unbound, which is available now. Thank you guys for watching.